let me show you from a better perspective, right? We took out the highs last night, and then London session kept going. So my plan was to look for that dip to keep going, but it already happened. So instead, I highlighted some areas of interest that I'm looking at. I'm just going to show you on the 1 hour time frame. You can see we got this really long wick here, possible reversal coming down here. We could be pulling back to continue to go up, or we could just be pulling back. So that part's going to be tough because we're at all-time highs. But we'll figure it out as we go. Alrighty. So sometimes, you know, you may have a plan and it happens overnight and you're like, what the heck? You know, but it happens all the time, guys. That's just part of the market. So these are some levels I highlighted that I will be looking at and seeing how price reacts. Okay. And by the way, the market is open now. So yeah, so for instance, we just touched my level here at 30,162. Right, so I'm going to be paying attention. The market just opened, so I do like to give it about 10 minutes to move around a little bit and see what it does. I do not like to just hop in the first minute because I do tend to get burnt when I do that, right? Go to bloodbath, is it? What's up, Luke? Good morning. Steven, good morning to you. Genuine, I see you. Alrighty. I'm just looking on the 15-minute to see if there's anything minor that I may want to take a look at. Kind of have these lows in here. May or may not be important though. If we continue below 62 level, I could see us coming down towards this way though. Towards 30,100. And it looks like she is coming down pretty heavy here. Again, everybody, market just opened. We're going to give it a couple of minutes. You know how it goes. Volatility is here. We got about 3 minutes left on this first candle. How's everybody doing this morning? Let me know in the chat. How are you doing this morning? Are you tired? Are you awake? How are we doing? How are we feeling? You excited to trade? Let me know in the chat. How are we doing this morning? Wizzy, good morning to you, Wizzy. Music too loud. By the way, everybody, if you look in the chat, I did pin a mentoring form in the chat. I had quite a few people ask me last week about mentoring. So those of you who are interested in that, we're going to do free mentoring on stream. So it's going to be a part of the stream segment. You can fill out that form. And I'll have that form for you every single stream. So go ahead and click that form, fill it out. It can be as simple as you want me to review a trade that you took, or you need advice on something, right? If you need to type out a paragraph, type it out. So all you gotta do is just fill out that form. You can click if you want to be anonymous or not on stream. It's your choice. You'll specify when you fill the form out. But go ahead and fill out that form. I'm going to take a look at it as the stream goes on, and I will respond to you. So it's a big opportunity for you guys to get the help that you need. So I would advise to fill out the form if you are not consistently profitable. You definitely want to fill out that form. It's a nice, easy, quick form too. Nice, easy, and quick. Feeling good? Ready to eat? I like that. Good day. My first time viewing. You're live now. To the game. Help. Oh, nice. Thank you for viewing me. I appreciate that. Welcome in. Hey, chat. For our first time viewers, can we get a W in the chat? Anybody else first time? Chat, let's get a W in the chat for welcome. Welcome everybody. She Trades, good morning. Mal, good morning. Ready for the market. I love that, Lua. Where's the form? It's pinned. It should be pinned in the chat. Is it not pinned, chat? It's not pinned? Let me know if you guys don't see it, because I see it. It says free. Get mentored by Lens on stream. Hi, Rashad. Queen, it's your first time. Hello. Good stuff. Good morning. Coffee and eggs. I haven't seen you in a while, Rashad. Welcome back. Trading PQ. Good morning. Mal, we know it's not your first time here, Mal. Look at Mal. Mal's funny. Mal been here a long time, for years. Plural years, all right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, first 5-minute candle did just close here. Looks like that next candle is coming down towards that little minor support I tagged out here in the 15-minute. Right over here in the 15. So I do feel like we may come a little bit lower than that. Let me see it on the 1-minute. Jeez. Jeez, this may be a watch the market on a 1-minute day, because look, when I go on the 5-minute, look how far away we are from those moving averages up here. Pretty far, right? My goodness. We need days like yesterday. See, yesterday was... You don't think it's pen? Oh, really? That's weird that I could see it. Okay. Hold on, guys. I'm going to get that link. Oh, now this, of course it's messing up now. Okay, there we go. Copy link. All right, it's gonna say free mentoring. Can you see it now in the chat? Please let me know if you guys can see it now in the chat. And we are just continuing to dump here on Nasdaq. Righty, I got another level here at 30,055. We're in the 80s. See if we come down to the 50s here. I'm gonna take my time and be patient today. You can see it? Okay, so I'm gonna pin it now. Oh wait, did it just disappear? I know it didn't just disappear. Okay, I pinned it to the chat. Is it pinned now or did it disappear? There we go. Wow, from the 80s to the 50s. All right, tagged my next level. Wow. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna kind of reevaluate because I know I don't have another level below here. Let's see, where are we looking next? Well, I mean, based on a 4-hour perspective, this is pretty far. Yeah, I mean, that's 300 points away. That's ridiculous. The daily high here, 995. Maybe 995. 995's right here. Okay. And one more, maybe like right around this area. Sorry, chat, my magnet's on. That's why my zones are flying all over the place. Possibly down in this area. You know, today just may be a straight bearish day. It is possible. Not a fan of that. Just because it's such a bullish market, it is hard to get short sometimes. But it does kind of seem like that may be today's play. Look at us on the hourly. I mean, look how big this candle is here. Got a closure on the hourly coming up in about 20 minutes. Just making sure I didn't miss any. No. This area is a little funny though. What price tag is this? 948. Okay. I'm gonna leave it like this for now. If we are gonna continue to dump today, I'd like price to pull back a bit. Obviously, because this is such a huge candle. 140. Goodness gracious. Yeah, it's Pen. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Okay, yeah, so go ahead and fill that out. I will, like I said, I'll have it available for every single stream. You guys can fill it out every stream if you want. It doesn't matter. It's there for you. Wow, look at this. Look at this. You don't see too many bullish candles here. 1 and 2 bullish candles. We haven't had a smooth ride down like this in a long time. 300 points down and not too many pullbacks, right? Yeah, now the market wants to go without pullbacks and without liquidity wicks. And then we wake up. It's like, too late. 3,000, here we come. I mean, 30,000, sorry, 30,000. Yeah, 30,000's right here. We are 30 points away from 30,000. Jeez. It said it kind of seems like more of a 1 minute type of view type of day. So no, chat, part of trading is adapting and adjusting to the volume. Today we got high volume in this big sell-off. So, you know, I'm looking on the 1 minute. Not all of my confirmations are going to come from the 1 minute though, but I am watching it on the 1 minute because on a higher time frame, we are so far away from my levels, like 300 points away. It's too far, right? Hi, Jay. Good morning to you. Hope you're having an awesome morning. Definitely 1 minute, day in, day out. Yeah. We'll see though. We'll find something. If we don't, we don't. But I do think that with this volatility, there will probably be maybe a decent setup. You know, because the market is moving, so we do have that volume. Oh my goodness. Down to 30,000, 5 points away, 6 points away, 4 points away. Uh-oh. Can we tag it? 30,000. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Holy. Holy, that's crazy. 30,000. Wow. Wow. All right. Where the buyer's going to be is the real question. Did I put a level below here? Oh, I did. It's just far. 170. 170 points away. There's nothing else in between here. Not really. I mean, well, we do have this area here. I guess about 927, about 930s. Other than that, yeah, I mean, well, I guess if you go on the 15-minute, like I said, the 930s does have quite the area. That could be the stoppage area. It's not perfect. I didn't make it perfect, but if I were to highlight this and make it more perfect, I would make it exactly this point. Oh, so this is 921, 903. Jeez. Buyers are on a lunch break, yeah. Be watching the good vibes. Leaving like before I go always. Bye bye. Enjoy the stream, yo. Fearless, good morning to you, Fearless. Welcome back. Appreciate you and the bestest. Oh, you the bestest. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate you, Jay. Pullback gonna be crazy. Yeah. I'm not gonna keep this highlighted because I haven't seen a level here that I like so far. But I'm really trying to find one. Besides the 1 hour support, there's nothing else. Maybe that is it. Because there's no way I'm going to leave this open for a 170 point gap. Well, may have to use that level, ladies and gentlemen. We may have to use it. It's not a bad level. It's just not as ideal, but it's not bad. Whoa. Well, maybe if I had better timing, maybe I can hop in a little continuation down, but I mean, how big is this candle? Yeah, 75 points. Are you kidding me? Peace on earth. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, this 1 minute candle is 75 points. Holy. Wow. We are getting some buyers to try to step in here. As you can see, we got two bullish candles kind of back to back here. They are trying to step in and make a statement. That's going to be, well, they tried a teeny bit over here. Oh my goodness. They failed horribly over here. But I'm sure buyers will be stepping back into this market at some point in time. Because Nasdaq typically is heavier on the buy side than the sell side, right? Buyers love to be aggressive too. There they go, trying again. There they go. There goes the buyers, chat. Gonna be nice and patient on this one. I gotta give it to the buyers though, because they'll just try at any given time. Me, I can't do that. I need confirmation. I need them to jump off the cliff first. You know what I'm saying, chat? And sometimes we need someone to do a trial run for us, right? You go ahead and jump off that cliff first, and you let me know if there's water at the bottom. You know, there's water at the bottom. Cool. Is it swimmable water? I don't know. You gonna be the one to find that out. And then I'll decide if I want to jump in. No, but seriously, chat, that's how trading is, right? When you're waiting for confluences, when you're waiting for confirmations, You wait for like a test, right? You wait for things that validate, okay, high probability this is happening now, right? So when it comes to a big sell-off like this, you do not want to be the first swimmer in the water. Gotta test the water out first, right? Let's see here. So be patient. I jumped y'all to rocks at the bottom. That's funny. Let the big guys be first. Yep. And the thing is usually most people, you know this, you know the wait for confirmation, but you see it moving like this and you're like, oh my God, I'm gonna miss out on it, right? And then the FOMO kicks in. But the truth is there's nothing for you to miss. There's moves all day. You're not gonna miss it. You know, I promise you're not gonna miss it. And before a big move, we do typically give people a chance to get back in. So you're not gonna miss it. There are people hopping in this right now thinking they're gonna miss it though. That's okay. Now why? Because this pushed up 75 points and counting. Got a moving average here in the 1 minute in the 50s. It's at 52. Right now we're in the 20s. So we could see it pop right up to the 50s here because the moving average is right there. I won't be surprised. Okay. Let me just look at this on the 5 minute. Where's this at? 224. Oh, that's over 100 points away. Okay, that's far. Okay, anything under 224 that we want to look at? I would say we made a high over here. It was in the 80s, 89. All right, we'll see. I'm gonna keep it on my radar. Right now I'm just watching price, paying attention to how it closes. Whether it closes with a liquidity wick or it closes above candle structure, or if it closes above my lines here or below. That's what I'm paying attention to right now. Right now I do see that we have a high, and I'm going to tag it out for you right here on the 1 minute at 89, and we're in the 60s, so we're about 39 points away. I'm interested to see what we do here. Possibly could be going straight to it. We're above that moving average now, by the way. Might go to the new week opening gap. Still wait for better confirmation for a buy. Only risk 75. That's not bad. Yeah, keep your risk nice and slow. 1 micro. 1 micro. I traded 3 accounts yesterday, and I had a 3K day, and that was just 1 micro. Made $1,000. All 3, 1 micro. Yesterday's markets was so clean. It was so clean. Wish every day could be like yesterday. They can't do that though. They can't make it that easy, chat. But yesterday was so clean for me, right? It depends on what your strategy is, right? There's going to be days where it's not clean for your strategy, and then maybe it's clean for someone else's strategy, right? Okay, looks like you did mention that gap. Yeah, where is that gap? I forgot where that gap was. Oh, down here. 675. Oh yeah, we're pretty far from that right now. Yeah, who knows when they're gonna fill the gap. Before they used to fill it within a certain time, within 2 days. But this year there's been quite a few examples this year where it did not fill. I think about taking a small risk on this. It's a new, it's a brand new 5-minute candle. Well, this 5-minute candle, this is just a retest to continue the push down here. Don't really have much to go off on the 5 though. I would hate to base everything off of the 1 minute, but what else can we do, eh? I'm gonna give it a small chance that we continue down to the 20s. Or now we're at 30,000. This is 58 points. Maybe I should have took the chance up here, because I mean this dropped pretty heavily. Definitely don't like this 1 minute candle. I mean, the buyers just completely stepped in here. Looks like we took out the previous candle low. Maybe a little liquidity grab here. That I don't like. I'm gonna cut this for $50. Or $40, I guess. Minus $40. But I don't like that we just took out, see this little tiny liquidity grab? That means the buyers are really strong right now. That's not what I want to see if I'm gonna sell. Okay, look at this 5-minute now. So this 5-minute made a bottom wick. It's not closed yet. It does have 2 minutes on it, but we shall see. Waiting for the 15-minute close. Rello, good morning. Hi, Trader Santa, good morning. Hey, Lens, do a couple macro fundamentals. For your technicals, the only thing I look at is technicals on the chart. That's it. Just technicals on this chart. Nothing else. That's all you need. I don't like to overcomplicate, you know? Gotta keep it simple. Oh, look at this thing. Possibly we could just range here, I'm wondering, but I'm telling you, this little sneak liquidity grab is definitely not what I want to see if I'm in a sell. Oh, it's being a little nasty here in the 1 minute. Holy. we just gonna wait. There goes the buyers again. So see chat, see how little things like a liquidity grab can tell me, uh-oh, this is where momentum is, right? Because when we have moves in the markets based on where the momentum is, right? Momentum's on the sell side, sellers got it. You're gonna see the sells come in, right? It's gonna pick up heavy. If momentum's on the buy side, buyers are gonna win that fight, you know? So being able to spot small things like that can keep you out of bigger losses. You know, it's rare that I'll scratch a trade, but something like this I'll scratch. It just depends. But in this case, it made sense to scratch it. Yeah, looks like we're kind of... Yep. Almost looks like we build a higher support here, right? Like I said, it could be ranging though. Brand new 5-minute candle. So chat, while I'm here, because I probably won't be on stream too long today. Just because I do have a headache, chat. It's my fault. I didn't really sleep. So I'm running on low fuel. I probably should have got me some ginger tea this morning. This is what we'll do. We're going to talk about what happened on Monday on stream. Just to clarify moving forward. But give me just 1 second. Let me just get my dog, chat. Hold on. Be right back. Give me 30 seconds. All right, everybody, I'm back. Thank you. I said 30 seconds. I should have said 2 minutes. I got me some tea. Get out this way. All right. Alrighty, chat. We run more this way. Okay. Did I miss anybody's chat? No, I didn't. Okay. All right. So it looks like we did get up to that level here at 89. It's a little minor level. Nothing too crazy. And delete it now. But it looks like the buyers have stepped in, but the sellers, as you can see, I mean, they're fighting it. They are most definitely fighting it. Moving average is still pretty far away. Thing is just so messy. Messy. Anybody thinking about not trading today? Let me know in the chat. Okay, chat. So let's talk about Monday. Shout out to everybody who came through on Monday. I appreciate every single one of you. What a turnout. We did an hour stream. We hit over 2,000 views. We got almost 200 likes. Yeah, what a turnout Monday was. A lot of people. And we got about 60 new subscribers. So holy, that is a lot of new subs, everybody. That's a lot. So thank you, everybody. Hopefully they turn on their notifications. But on Monday, I told you guys I was working on something for you guys. It was a new launch with Funded Next. And that new launch was those $60 accounts, the Flex, right? And on launch day, it went south, right? On launch day, the code didn't work for the Flex accounts. The code does work for the other accounts, but it didn't work for the Flex accounts. And even when you add the Flex accounts to your cart, even the price wasn't correct either. So here's my take on that. Me personally, I don't like that. Me personally, I don't like that. As you guys saw on stream, we reached out to them immediately. They said they're working on it. They're working on fixing it. It has been 2 days. 2 days too long. And the way, chat, the way I work in business is it's strictly professional or it isn't, right? The way I work is it's this or that. It's not like this is a new firm. They're not new. They've been around for a long time. Okay. So everything should be working, right? If I go to Amazon and I add something to my cart, everything should be working because Amazon's been in business for a while. Correct, chat? Correct. So, in my opinion, I didn't like the response because the response was basically kind of, well, it works for the other accounts. Well, I'm not asking about the other accounts. Who cares about the other accounts? We're talking about the Flex, right? Because a $60 deal is a steal. I mean, let's be honest. $60. You can make 3K from that, 5K from that. Like the return on investment is insane. You know what I mean? Just really think about that, chat. The return on investment is crazy. So they're not here. We're not here for the other accounts. Right, chat? Do you guys agree or disagree? Let me know in the chat. So to me, don't tell me that, oh, it works on the other ones. No, it just doesn't work. Either it works or it doesn't work, chat. That's just how I work. That's how I operate. If I was in charge, everybody would be fired on me. But it's not my company. But I can promise you, everybody would be fired on me. I don't play with my business. I promise you, I'm a nice boss. I'm very reasonable. But when it comes to certain things, it's like certain things you gotta just cut it. So in my opinion, I do not believe that anybody here or anybody in general should be paying $200 or $150 for a 50K account. That makes no sense. There's so many other better deals out there. So in my opinion, chat, I give you the bad news before I give you the good news. The bad news, although I kind of see the bad news as good news, but the bad news is I'm just gonna terminate that chat. We're not even gonna move forward with it. They had a chance. On launch day, it bombed. Get your shit together. Fund it next. Thank you next, chat. Can I get a thank you next in the chat? Can we get a thank you next in the chat? That's my decision, chat. I'm not gonna stick around and hold somebody's hand and wait for them to fix it, because we don't have time for that. I just feel like, especially as a prop firm business, when a prop firm business launches, it's do or die, right? Especially a business you've been around for years. You have no excuse. It ain't like you're new. You're not new. There we go. Thank you next. We get a thank you next in the chat. So that's the bad news. And I know people are probably like, well, damn, what happened to the $60 deal? Well, I'm not going to hang you guys loose. I actually had 2 announcements for you. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. I actually had 2 things going on. And the second thing I was going to keep as a surprise, because I told you guys so much about the first one. And I'm still going to keep the second one a surprise. So I'm not going to give you too much information right now. All I can say is coming sooner than you think. So I had 2 things. So it's all good. It's all good, chat. It's all good. It's all good. You know, sometimes when one door closes, another door opens, right? Everything happens for a reason. And I am a true believer in that. And it's okay. I got something else for you guys. It's all good. You know, we have people who reached out. They like the community. They like how positive the community is here. They like how real the trading is here. So we got something cooking. That's all I'm going to tell you. That's all I'm going to tell you. I may announce it on Friday this week. It was that 2 days from now. So make sure you tune in. That's all I'm gonna say. Make sure you tune in. But yeah, chat. I mean, chat. Who here in the chat is paying $150 for 50K? Ain't nobody here. Nobody on the planet of Earth. Nobody on this beautiful rock. Okay. No, not happening. Not happening. You gotta, you know, competition is steep. Right? Not me. So yeah, that would be truly inauthentic to tell you guys, hey guys, well, it doesn't work here, but it works for this one. No, that's not. You know, this isn't about money. This isn't about sales. This is about what can help the community, right? That $60 deal could help the community. It's okay though, chat, because I had 2 $60 deals going. That's all I'm gonna say. We had 2. We had two. That's all I'm gonna say. So we'll hold the surprise off for today. Just make sure you guys tune in Friday. Tune in next Monday. Tune in. It's all good. A lot of 1-star reviews over the last 2 days. Love surprises, yep. I already have 72 accounts and just buying more out of pride. Buying more out of pride is funny. Agreed with prop firm. The one from Monday. So Monday, that launch was with Funded Next. And Funded Next has been around a long time. I mean, they were around when remember the Forex prop firms? All the Forex prop firms? They were around back then. So this is what I mean. It ain't like this they first rodeo or something. You know what I mean? So they have no excuse. Like I said, I could see how like a new firm or a new business launch would be unorganized, but if you're well established, it's inexcusable, right? Think about this, chat. Think about Top Step. Most people here know Top Step, so I'm going to use them as an example. Because Funded Next at a point in time was way more popular than Top Step a couple of years ago. Just remember that. So anyway, think about if Top Step launched, I don't know, they just launched a new thing like 2 weeks ago, right? So think about when that launch happened, when people add to the cart, it wasn't correct. That'd be bad, wouldn't it? That'd be real bad. And things happen. Don't get me wrong. Things happen. They say, okay, we're fixing it. But think about 2 days go by and you can't buy stuff off of Top Step. Oh, the internet is gonna hand them ass whooping, right? You know what I mean? You know what I mean, chat? So yeah, there's no excuse, you know. I think the legacy account, I think that I'm not going to talk about Funded Next after this stream. Well, starting today. I was just updating you guys, but in my opinion, I don't like how their response was on putting a band-aid on something. To me, putting a band-aid on something and saying just go with it is not okay. That's just not okay. So for that reason, we will no longer give any other opinions on them. And again, it's just my personal choice, guys. It's my personal choice to walk away with that in mind. Most other people probably would have stayed and try to sit here and convince you guys what's better, right? Okay, back to the markets. We are in a range. We are indeed. Not a fan of it. The ugly one. Anybody who's a range trader, maybe they're loving today. Maybe today is their day, right? Maybe somebody out there is having fun with this. I'm gonna put it back on the 5. Okay. Upset took a huge beating when they had all those problems when their platform accounts were bit for a month. Their Trustpilot review scores dropped. Oh yeah, I remember that. I felt bad for them because I understood what was going on. Me myself being a developer and developing apps and websites, I know what happens when you switch teams and you have a new team come in and look at the code. It's very tough from that perspective. So long story short, what happened was the main guy who actually created the TopStep X platform and his team, they ended up moving on from TopStep. Nothing happened. He's just doing his own endeavors. So they had to hire a new team. So I don't know if you guys remember a couple months back when Michael, the CEO of TopStep, was bragging about how they're hiring like 30, 40 new engineers, people from Apple and from all other big tech companies with lots of experience. Remember that? Do you guys remember that? He was all on tour talking about that. So he was excited because, maybe he lost his original team who made the code, but he was excited to get senior engineers on who work for bigger companies like Apple, Google, right? Anyway, no matter who you are as an engineer and your experience, when you're coming into a code base that you did not make originally, it's tough. You get what I'm saying? So that's why it took them so long to fix those issues. And actually, I don't know if you guys did see, but Michael did reach out to the original guy who was ahead of the team of creating the X platform. And he actually came in and helped out Michael's team. Said, hey, when we made it, we put this here, we put that here to make it easier for them. That's how they finally got it back up and running. So I guess shout out to that guy for coming back and helping out. Because, he didn't have to do that, right? If he no longer worked for them. But that's a good integrity on a human, right? It's nice. Yeah, guys, when you don't design, when you weren't the originator of the code, and you're coming in on the team, it is very tough. I can tell you that from experience. That's why tech companies, you'll see a lot of tech people have a lot of benefits, right? Because they really try to keep their employees, because it is hard for a newer person to come into a new code base, eventually you get to know it, right? But when TopStep was having those issues, unfortunately, that was around the time he hired new people. So it's not like they've been there for a while. They were all new. Obviously you've been somewhere for a while, you pick it up. But if it's your first couple months, you're still getting to know the code base. You know what I mean? But yeah, it happens. It happens. The one thing I can say about TopStep is, whether they have issues or not, to me, it's such a genuine company that it never really bothered me. Like, it's like, okay, this is annoying, but at the same time, it's like, they're such a genuine company, and you can see the people who work for them, the people who host the live streams are pretty genuine too, and I think that speaks volume. It's hard to find genuine people in this industry. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you so much. Get what I'm saying, chat? You know what I mean, chat? Let me get a 1 in the chat if you feel what I'm saying. It is hard to find genuine people in this industry. Most people are preying on people who are new, trying to make a quick buck. In fact, yesterday I got hit with the same ad like 5 times. I got so annoyed, chat. It's this guy who's advertising, hey, you can't pass your prop firm? We're gonna pass it for you. Da-da-da-da. Bro, it's the same freaking ad. And the reason why I'm annoyed is because I know how retargeting ads work. When you pay for retargeting ads, for those who don't know, if you ever got hit with an ad more than once, that's because they paid to retarget you. So for ads, you pay for your regular ad, and then as you make money, so this is how you know, but people are making money, by the way, chat. This is how you know. It's a little secret for you. You retarget people as you start to make money, because psychology shows someone sees about 7 or 8 times, they eventually click. Doesn't mean you're going to get a sale, but they eventually click. So that's why when people start making money, they start retargeting. They dump so much money into retargeting ads. I was getting so annoyed yesterday because it's so disingenuous to advertise to someone who's struggling to pass, hey, we'll pass it for you, and we'll do this, and da-da-da. That's so messed up, because in the long run, that's not going to help that person. Isn't that crazy, chat? People pay to target you when they know they really can't help you just to make a quick buck off of you. That is insane to me, how it works like that. Using vulnerable people like that, that's so crazy. Love your calm demeanor. Thank you so much. Thanks for doing what you do. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Hope you're having an awesome day. And it looks like the buyers did not hold up as long as we presumed them to. Wow. All right. Well, it looks like what did I do, chat? I took a little sell over here. Looks like we should have waited for this high to get taken out first. And then maybe try to go for this sell, huh? It's all good though, it's rangy. My goodness. This is insane. All right. There we go. Jeez. 826. Okay, so we're about 100 points away from that next area. Jeez, I loved yesterday's market. Today's market is just like, what the heck? I don't like it too much. Not liking this too much. Not to mention anyone doing it is violating the rules of the firms. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's illegal, right? Yeah, it's definitely illegal to trade somebody else's prop firm. Yeah, they definitely do have that in the rules. That's crazy. That is so crazy, bro. Not so now put it all together. If they were that great of a trader that, oh my god, I can pass your prop firm for you, just pay me money and I'll pass it for you. If you're that great, why are you paying money to target me to make money off of me? You gotta really illegally too. You got the nerve to do it illegally? That's crazy. They gotta see. I don't know how they're gonna crack down on that though, because you just need someone's account login. Although I think they were tracking people's IP addresses because they know there was some people from Top Step that got banned. I know because they talked about it like last year on stream. It was a guy complaining he bought an account with his sister's name and with his mom or something like that. I guess he was trading them all instead of them. I don't know. But yeah, it is illegal because when you're filling out your tax form, you know, it's saying that you're basically saying that you did all the trading and you didn't. So good luck with that if you get caught. Yeah, that's so crazy though, to make an ad of something illegal is insane. You know what I would do as a firm? I would go undercover. Now chat, peep the game, chat, peep the game. So, okay, let me click on this link since this guy is trying to, you know, target people. Pay for the service. Try to see if you can get in and you know, figure out who he is. He or she. You know. Then you got him. We got him, you know. We got him, coach. Or I don't know, maybe they got like a Discord with all their clients. I don't know. But somehow get in there and then you could be like, okay, these hundreds of people got accounts with me? Oh, they're all banned. Ban them hoes. Ban them. And that's it. That's what Top Step need to do. Take Profit Trader. Oh man, I don't know them all off the heart. TradeFi, Lucid, Apex, everybody. Go undercover and you'll catch them. All right, not surprised if we're getting a little bounce here. You know, of course the buy. See, we get to this is a strong support, and of course the buyers are gonna try it again. They're gonna try it again. We're gonna sit here and watch it. Let's see. Take it to the next level. What if the prop firms hired him? No, they didn't do that. You're not gonna hire somebody to take more money from you. That would make no sense. Oh, wait. I see what you're saying. Wait, I'm sorry, Wizzy. I took what you said the wrong way. You mean the prop firms hire him to see who signs up? Offer him a job. Damn, that's crazy. Well, that's like, there's somewhere in there is illegal though, because that's just like, see, now this is gonna be tough, guys. You're hiring somebody to set people up to see if they take the bait. That may be tough. Better have a good lawyer. But then again, it's kind of like, you know, those gold digger videos we watch, or the cheating videos we watch, and they get caught, and then what do they say? You set this up, and then they start gaslighting them. But then it's kind of like, you went for it. So I don't know. That may be a fun. We'd probably have to ask a lawyer, chat. I think we would have to. It probably depends what state you live in. Diabolical. That would be crazy though, if prop firms hired him to see who takes the bait. Oh my goodness, that would be insane. Somebody's gonna sue though. I bet you somebody's gonna sue. They're gonna try to sue. Think about it. I mean, these prop firms worth what? 300, 500 million? More than that. 600 million? More than that. I don't know if you guys know. Worth more than that. Someone's gonna try to sue and get that money. Thank you for subscribing. What's up? Hope you're having an awesome day. All right. Let's kind of do a check here. We're at the top of the hour. Let's kind of go through what's been going on today. It's just been sell. I said that with an accent. Sell. I highlighted this support just because if I delete it, my range is pretty big here. 168. So yeah, I mean, if we do continue below here, I will definitely be looking here. It's been hard. We've been falling off of a cliff here. I guess this retest was the time to get in. Down 40 bucks on the day. Basically break even. You know, I'll call it minus 40, basically break even, but yeah. And the 5-minute strikes again. Now, if you're on your roll-ins, if you think it may continue down here, why not take a sell just because it broke this low? It can go, yeah. That's a possibility, but there's also another possibility that it may do another retest before it goes. So I don't consider this a high probability, unless it did like a crazy liquidity wick or something. Let's see it on the 1 minute though. It does look like it retested on the 1 minute, so that could be a little better. There's no liquidity wick in here though. I would prefer a liquidity wick if we're going to continue down. That just gives it a higher probability, you know? So remember, chat, it's not about what you think it's going to do. It really is about what's the probability of this happening, right? Thank you for subscribing. Welcome. What's up? By the way, anybody new in the chat, if you are new, if you want to see what kind of trades we do on this stream, been streaming for 5 years on YouTube. I've been streaming before these prop firms were popular, before they were around. I've been streaming. We've been here. We finished off 2025 green every single month. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna put my Twitter link in the chat if you are new. It is right there. You should see it in 2 seconds. Go ahead and click that link if you want to scroll down and see what we did last week on stream. Here you go. If you want to see what we did all last year. All right, wins and losses are here, ladies and gentlemen. Don't mind it. Sometimes we play games on stream. Don't mind that, but the trades are here. Like I said, you can scroll through. Every single win and loss last year is posted. Alrighty, as for my newbies, welcome. Don't be afraid to say hi. I promise this is one of the nicest communities you will ever meet. Everybody's welcome, no matter what your experience is, whether you're new, whether you've been doing this for a while, or even if you're already consistent in trading and you're doing your thing, everybody's welcome here. Alrighty. But yeah, you can doom scroll forever, guys. You can doom scroll forever on my Twitter. I encourage you guys, keep doom scrolling. Just keep on scrolling. Again, every single screenshot is only from the live streams. None of these are done off of YouTube privately. These are only screenshots from live trading sessions on YouTube. That's it. That is it. That is it. Live call outs in real time. Been doing this for 5 years. So thank you guys. Appreciate you if you're new. All right. Let's turn today green, because even though it's minus 40, I still want to see green, right? I'm not gonna force it though, chat. You know, we can't force trades. I do like a liquidity wick though. Uh-oh. Let me highlight it. Look at this right here on the 5. Whoa. All right, that's something I'm looking at here. I know there was one over here too, but this is the most recent one, so that says a lot about the buyers stepping in. We'll see though. Only thing I don't like is that my moving average is so far away today, so it won't be too much of an assist. Come down here, you know, why you gotta be 120 something points away? Come down here. Like, I really don't want to base trades off of the 1 minute, but we'll see. This is looking a little messy. I'm probably just going to base it off of the 5. All right. Happy Wednesday. What's up, Price? Appreciate what you're doing. Thank you. We grind every day. Oh, you were new. Okay. Chai, what's up, Chai? Hello, hello. Bree, what's up, Bree? Welcome back, Bree. Happy Wednesday to you. Did you learn trading in less than 1 year? No. I wish. No, I definitely struggled for a good 3-4 years for sure. Definitely lost a lot of money. Even when I did finally get a winning strategy, I still lost a lot of money, because the thing is no matter how good or bad your strategy is, you can have the best strategy in the world. You got to be disciplined, right? Discipline will throw it all out the window, you know? You got to be disciplined, and you have to master risk management. For me, the game changer was risk management, for sure. Risk management, guys. You know why? Because let's say you finally get nice winning strategy. You guys are doing well. You're reading it well, feeling confident. Let's say you get 2 wins in a row and you're up pretty good. And then you decide to just risk 3 times as much as you want on the next trade. Now you're in the red for the day, right? Anybody start off the day in the green, then you end it in the red? You know, so mastering risk management is going to be essential to your consistency. Because if you don't and you have a good strategy, you're still not going to see money, right? Because of your risk management. So, and remember, guys, risk management keeps the account for another day, right? You want to live to trade another day, right? So risk is important. So in these markets, as you guys see this year, I sized down with these micros. And I wasn't live yesterday, but I tell you guys, 3K day with micros yesterday. And that was just one micro at a time, you know? So we got a lot of volume in this market, and micros will do you justice. So I was swimming in the pool yesterday. Oh, on Monday I didn't end up going in. I got a little lazy. But I did end up going to the park, and I walked around these really cool lakes. Let me I posted on Instagram of my story. Let me pull it up for you guys. Let me pull it up. While I'm pulling it up, can we get a 111 in the chat? We forgot to do our daily affirmation chat. Holy. Yeah, I know. I can't believe we forgot to do our daily affirmation. 111 in the chat. Angel numbers. If you're new here, we always do 111, 3 ones in a row. We usually do it in the morning, but I forgot. I'm so sorry, guys. I always like to do a positive affirmation for everybody here on stream. All right, today's affirmation is, here we go, May 27th, 2026. Let's pause that music. I am claiming this for everyone who likes this post. New opportunities, unexpected income, relationships that heal you, peace that does not make sense, health restored. It is all coming. Like this if you receive it. So go ahead and like the stream. Type yes if you guys agree. Yeah, just wishing everybody new opportunities, unexpected income, unexpected opportunities for you guys. New relationships could be new friendships, right? You can meet new people here in the chat. You know, we have a very solid community here. So yeah, take that as you will. And yesterday, I pull this up. Posted this yesterday. Yep. I'll show you one more time. Not yesterday, on Monday, sorry. On Monday I posted that. On Instagram. If you guys saw it. A lot of you guys saw it. Okay. Is it back on? Did you do trade recap? No, I didn't do any trade recaps today. Got a crazy win on oil. Nice. Hitting a 1 to 5 on my live account. I'm done for the week. Also make 1 year trading futures, so I want to end the month in good spirits. That's awesome, Bree. Let's go, Bree. That's what I'm talking about. Love that for you. By the way, chat, I'm going to check out the form. Go ahead and click the form pinned in the link. I'm going to have it there for every single stream. You guys can fill it out every stream if you want to. It's unlimited, but we do free mentoring. So if you want me to review a trade that you took, or if you want me to give you some advice on where you're at, whatever it is, you can fill it out. If you want to be anonymous, you can be anonymous. Just fill out that you want to be anonymous on the form. All right. All right, let's go ahead. We did get some responses in. Oh, wow. It gives me, I didn't know that this automatically calculated the data. Check this out, guys. It's calculating the data of you guys' answers. Isn't that crazy? And a pie chart too. Okay. Let me pull up the first person we're going to do. I gotta view it in Sheets, right? Come on, guys. It's my first time doing this live with you guys. Be patient with me. I'm going to go in order by who did it first. A2, ATU. Thank you for filling this out. A2 trades futures. What's your current status? Haven't started yet. How to get started initially. How to get started trading? Well, my advice to you, A2, is to learn the candlesticks, right? Just basic trading 101. What's a bullish candlestick? What's a bearish candlestick? How they close, liquidity grabs, market structure. That's all going to be in a basic candlestick book. I would recommend the Candlestick Bible. That's an amazing book. And that'll pretty much do the bulk of it for you. So that's how I would get started, by learning, and then take what you learn and study. I'm sorry, guys, I'm stuttering here. Take what you learn and study the charts, right? Pull up a chart and see if you can spot those things. And I would say to choose one pair as a beginner. It's very crucial that you choose one pair. Of course, you can click around and see what you like, you know, fill them out a little bit, see what pair starts to make sense to you. But it is important to stick to one pair as you get started. Okay, next person, we got Max. What's up, Max? Max trades futures. Got your first payout. Let's go. How to get proper entry on my trade execution, and you sent an image to the Discord. Oh, I don't have your image here. Did you? So yeah, I don't have it. So Max, I don't have the image. So you can go ahead and send your image to the Discord. I'll show you right here. I'm like zoomed in. Sorry. Make it smaller. Yeah, you can come down to the Discord to Trade Talk, and you can submit your image right here. I could see it for you. But how to get proper trade execution? I mean, there's no perfect way to enter a trade. But if you're not sure where to enter that trade, now you know what to study, right? That's the best part about trading. Your question tells you what to study. So look at your setup, and you should be looking at a bunch of examples of your setup, and write down the characteristics of where was the best entry, right? So for example, if I'm looking at this chart and I'm looking at these cells, I can place these where volume started, right? Volume started here. We can say there's another opportunity here. We can say that there's another opportunity here to sell, right? And then you can look at it on different time frames and study and see if you come up with something similar that you keep seeing, right? And you want to get a sample size. So I always say a sample size of 50 gives you a really, really good idea. Sample size of 50 could give you a winning strategy, but a sample size of 100 gets you a really, really great winning strategy, right? It does take time to get that sample size. So I would just, this weekend on Saturday, get 25 examples. Probably gonna take you 2-3 hours if you're really studying. Get 25 examples, and then on Sunday, get 25 examples. Then you'll come into Monday with 50 examples. And like I said, from then on, you're gonna have a really good idea on what makes that trade work. And then just double it up, and I guarantee you, you will know exactly where you want to enter. Okay, how's our time here, chat? Our time's good. Hi, Dope. Good morning to you. Chat, if you guys are just joining us, I am reading off the Get Mentored sheet. So the link is pinned in the chat. Feel free to fill it out while I'm reading these off. You can be anonymous if you want to. It's your choice. Next, we got Henry. Henry trades futures, stocks, and Forex. Never passed the prop firm challenge. Want to know how to do top-down analysis and eventually take a trade and monitor it to closure and get funded. Okay, so it sounds like you don't have a strategy, right? So learning how to do a top-down analysis is going to depend on your strategy, right? So that means you haven't spent a lot of time studying the charts. You probably just spent time trading, or just watching people trade. So what you want to do is spend time. I'm going to go back, right? My advice is to choose a random week. Choose a week where there were trades Monday through Friday, no holiday that week, just a regular trading week with no holiday. Monday through Friday. And start with Monday, look at it from the daily, go down to the 4-hour, then the 1-hour, and study it and learn how to read it, right? You can practice placing levels and see what happened for the day. Why did this stop here in reverse? Why did it pull up here and then come down? Why did this bounce here, right? Ask yourself why. Look to the left. Why did this pullback happen here? Look to the left, right? It's simple things like this. Okay, you have to put in the work. So without putting in that work, you won't get very far. So do that Monday through Friday. You'll have 5 days of sample sizes, and you should see some type of commonality there, especially on a higher time frame. I mean, let's just go to the 1-hour. Right? It's not rocket science. I mean, simple stuff like support and resistance is pretty simple. For instance, I'm just going to do something very basic here. Recognizing this is in a range on a 1-hour, we broke the range, we retested the range, we fell all the way down here. Why did we stop here? Look to the left. Oh, okay, there's something in here that I need to research. Maybe it's not on the hour time frame, maybe it's on the 4-hour time frame. Maybe it's on the 15-minute, maybe it's on the 5-minute. I don't know, but that's for you to research, right? Research this exact thing. When we broke out of this range, we came down, we retested the range, and then we went. So this would be a sell setup that you're going to research, right? Why? Right? The only way to find why is to keep this here and click on the different time frames and see what you see and write it down and keep doing the same thing. And then eventually you will find commonalities. Now, again, I'm just giving you basic stuff. We can obviously go more in depth, but I'm just keeping it simple for purposes, right? Like we can go more in depth and get on the 5-minute time frame and look for institutional candles and why things bounce. Like, for example, I can tell this is an institutional candle on the time frame above it because I've been doing this for so long. That's how long I've been reading these charts, that I can see this was an institutional candle on maybe the 15 or 30 minute. But I didn't even have to go to the 15 or 30 minute. I could see it on the 5-minute. Isn't that insane? Because I know what these candles look like when they form that type of candle. You see what I'm saying? And that's from repetitively studying different time frames. Thumbs up. We good, chat? 3 in the chat for good. 3 in the chat, that makes sense, right? Studying time frames. And what my favorite thing that I did was I'll highlight this, right? I'll click on the 1-hour. What does this look like? Okay, cool. Then I'll click on the 30-minute. What does this look like, right? Click on the 15-minute. What does this look like? Go down to 5-minute. What does this look like, right? The more you do that, the more you see the same thing over and over, you're going to naturally remember it. So now I can look and say, okay, why did this bounce here? Oh, there's an institutional candle here. So if there's an institutional candle here, it's a high probability we're going to bounce here, right? High probability. Okay. So again, something simple like that. See if I want to give you a better sample. I might have chose the wrong day, huh? Okay. Let's put these back on. All right, we're still paying attention to the chart, chat. Things slowed up a little bit, so I'm reading you guys' answers here. Next we got, let me highlight these. My bad, chat. Let me highlight the ones I did already. So we did Henry. Did we do Chase the Money? No, we didn't. Okay, Chase the Money is next. Futures, Forex, and options in crypto. Wow. Multiple payouts. Nice. Struggling with consistency. Okay. Consistency and discipline. I can make profits and make payouts, but don't know when to stop trading for the day or week. Okay. Just want to keep making more after profits have been made. I still trade against my analysis sometimes, but it's usually after making crazy profits. I want to go in and scalp. Things go south 75% of the time. Decide to like that. Well, hey, awesome that you've been getting multiple payouts. I love that. You're just struggling with consistently getting those payouts and just sticking with it, right? That's awesome. It sounds like you're very close, I'll be honest. Very, very close. So whenever someone's struggling with consistency and discipline, I always like to ask them, what kind of consistency and discipline do you do in your real life? Right? Because a lot of times it reflects on the charts, right? So do you consistently have a specific diet that you're sticking to? Do you consistently work out? Do you consistently go to the gym, or maybe you work out at home? Do you go running every week? What's something you do that's consistent, that's healthy for your body? If you're not already doing something like that, then I highly suggest to do that, because it just naturally reflects, right? What we don't see in the charts kind of tells us, hey, you're kind of missing this in your real life. You started going to the gym, actually. Nice. All right. And church. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So with the gym, in the beginning, of course, it'll be a little tough, just like anything else, right? You got to do it for a month for it to become a habit, as they say. So keep going to the gym. And when you're going to the gym, you know how it is when you're stuck on a weight. It takes consistency to move to the next higher weight, right? It does take some time. When you're doing your reps, once you get about 7-8 reps in, you should be struggling on those last two, at least last 3, right? But you push through anyway, right? And that action in the gym really reflects on the chart. And I would also say, have a daily goal. Have a daily goal. Once you reach that goal, lock the accounts and go about your day. That way you're not over trading. All right, say, okay, today I want to make 500. Make 500. That's it. That's all I need. Because really ask yourself, how much do you need to live? I mean, 300 a day. We got 20 trading days in a month. So 300 a day, that's $6,000. That's all you need. 6,000. Right? 6,000 a month's pretty good. And that's with one account. What if you had 5 accounts? That's about 30,000 a month. Just doing 300 a day. So take that perspective and really think, dang, am I just overdoing it? Am I over chasing it? You know, all I got to do is make 300. That's all I got to do, make 300. You know, so yeah, try to figure out a daily goal that's reasonable to you, whether it's 300, whether it's 1,000, you know, whatever it is. Okay, next, and I am paying attention, guys. I am paying attention. I do see this next 5-minute candle. This is I see this next candle, but I also see that we took out this high. Did we? Did we take out the previous 15-minute high? No, it's the same exact high, it looks like. Wow. The same exact high. Okay. Okay, next we got Britt. What's up, Britt? Britt trades futures, passed the challenge, but never reached a payout. Need help with scaling in and out of trades. Britt, what I would say, if you've never gotten to a payout, okay. This will be my question to you. When it comes to scaling in and out of trades, that's usually something that's more advanced, because usually you do that on trades you extremely confident with. You already know how the game goes. You know what I mean? It's trades that you've made so much money off of. You're comfortable adding to the position, taking some of the position here and there, right? That's usually more advanced. So that comes from after you have consistency doing something. So if you're not getting to the payout yet, then we want to start with you consistently getting those wins. So instead of scaling in and out of trades, you should be stick to one contract size. What you can do, if you want to trade 2 micros, you can enter with 2 micros, and you can practice taking a putting a limit order somewhere and taking off some profits and then leaving the other contract on. You can do that if you want to practice partials. Or I think the best thing you can do for scaling in and out of trades is if you enter with 1 contract on the micro. After you've been seeing it go your way, you can add another contract, right? That'll be scaling in on a small level, but practice makes, with practice, you're going to see the growth, right? You can't start off shooting from the 3-point line. You got to start off with the layups. You got to start off with the mid-range. Slowly move back. You don't just start shooting Stephen Curry type of shots, right? You got to start from the beginning. So yeah, that'd be my suggestion to you. 1 micro. But again, if you're not seeing trading consistency, then your goal should just be to be winning those trades consistently, because if you were, you would know when to enter again, right? What's up, Cash? Good afternoon to you. Misfit! Hey, Misfit. Hello, Lens. Wishing you good health and more abundance. Thank you so much. I wish that for you as well. Understand, Lens. Thanks for the advice. Start working on that daily target. Awesome. Used to trade mini. I just started micros to help with risk. Yeah, micros is the way. Micros is the way. Chat, don't worry about what the internet says about micros, because the internet is just unfortunately full of a lot of ignorant people who just have gone nowhere in life, and they like to express their opinions on others, and it holds you back, right? Those of you who were with me last year and the year before that, you see a lot of people coming into the chats talking crap about micros and all that stuff. But what we do, chat, what do we do? It doesn't matter. It's just chatter, right? We made 5K on these hoes. We had another day where we made 8K on these hoes with micros. You guys remember that last year? And it's music to the ears, because it's right after they said it too, right? Right after they talk shit, boom, 5K trade on these hoes. So, it's just people who are miserable. Don't listen to the internet, chat. When it comes to your trading, it is your own personal journey. You do what works for you. If scaling down the micros works for you, then it works for you. Anybody who tells you there's no money in micros has no money, because that makes no sense. Think about it. It literally makes no sense. So when people make no sense when they talk, there's nothing the value of what they say. Okay? Especially when they don't have it to show. You get what I'm saying? You guys get what I'm saying? Okay. It's like, okay, listen to advice to people who are going where you want to go. That's the best advice I ever got in my life. Seriously, it is. You know, you don't want to listen to people who talk about, I want to own real estate one day. No, you want to listen to people who already are owning real estate, right? Just an example. If you want to get into real estate, who's already successfully doing it? That's who I want to talk to. I don't want to talk to the people who are struggling to do it. I want to talk to the person who's been owning real estate for 5 years now, making money. That's who I want to talk to. That's whose advice I'm going to listen to, right? You get what I'm saying, chat? It's like that. Do you trade live account along with your prop firm? Yes. Not every day, though. When I trade minis, I perform better than trading micros. Not true. The only reason why your performance is up and down is because you keep switching. So to have a sample size, right, because this is scientific, think about when they're testing our medications, right? Imagine they test our medication on one rat and go, okay, it's good for humans. No, I need you to sample size 100 of these hoes. Yeah. We need to confirm that it's okay for us to ingest in our body, right? You can't just go, oh, we're going to sample size a rat today and a rat tomorrow. Okay, now we're going to switch. Let's sample size, I don't know, a bunny. Okay, let's sample size this frog. Well, whoa, you keep switching around. You see what I'm saying? You're switching around variables. So consistently stick to one thing. If everybody here consistently stuck to one thing for 6 months straight, your life would be in a whole different way. I'm telling you, start right now. What are we in? We're in May. I guarantee you stick to one thing right now. Watch where you are at the end of this year. Whole life changed. 360 on them. But that's what, most people lack in this world is consistency. Consistency is doing the same thing over and over, right? So that's what you should do. Okay, next we got SDMW. Welcome if you guys are new. I am reading off the forms. You guys feel free to fill out the form in the chat. You can be anonymous if you want to. If you are new, feel free to fill it out. Okay, next we got SDMW. Yeah. Trade futures, stocks, forex, options, and crypto. Never pass the prop firm challenge. Explaining the beginning stage. Okay, perfect. SDMW, if you are here, the first thing I'm going to tell you is you are trading too many different things. You're trading futures, you're trading stocks, you're trading forex, you're trading options, you're trading crypto. Can you pick a sport? Please pick one thing and stick to it. You cannot say this week I'm playing basketball, next week I'm going to try soccer, next week I'm going to try volleyball, and then next week I'm going to try baseball. And for some reason, I'm not a professional at any of these. You need to pick one lane and be tunnel vision. Tunnel vision. Grind, 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 grind. Wake up, sleep, trade. Wake up, sleep, trade, right? No, but you got to pick one lane. Study it. Be consistent with it. Watch how far you'll get. You train too many things. Too many things. When we do these things, some people may look at it as, oh, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm trying all my options. And that's a great mindset. That's an awesome mindset to have. We love that. Perseverance, right? However, you do need to master your craft, right? And to master your craft, it's going to take your full time love and attention. Okay. Money movement. Hello. What's up? Hope you're having an awesome day. How you doing? Okay, next we have, before I go to the next person. Yeah, we're just still in this little range down here, guys. I do like another liquidity grab, though. I'm pointing them out because they keep happening. I like this. I do like that for potential buyers to step in. But how much do I like it is the real question. It's not bad. I may give it a little chance. 43 points. I don't want to go off of a 1 minute though. What price is this? 960. Okay, chat. So this is where, say we had like normal market conditions, I may take an impulsive buy here, right? However, because of where we currently are and us being in this range for a little while, I don't like it. But that is where on a normal, I would want to maybe try a risk. Oh, the moving average came down a little bit. Let's see if we close above this moving average. We'll keep an eye out. All right, next person is Luna Revoid. Sorry if I said your name wrong. Luna Revoid. I think that's how you say it. Trade futures and crypto. Passed the challenge, but never reached a payout. I extensively backtest and forward test my strategies, but I still struggle with execution, consistency in live markets. My main issue is timing entries. I either enter too early before confirmation, enter too late after the move has already expanded, or place stop loss too tight and get wicked out before price moves in direction. Okay, I'll pause there since you wrote more just to answer this part. So if you are extensively backtesting, now I'm not there to see you do it, but if you are backtesting a strategy, then I hope that you are only looking at the time that you trade. Okay, so let's say you trade New York session, you should only be practicing New York session. So pay attention to the times, don't just practice random times. So actually practice the time you are going to be trading, would be my first advice. Maybe you are. And so you struggle with execution, consistency. Yes, so you should have a checklist, right? You should have a checklist of your confluences. It needs to do A, B, C, D for me to enter. If it doesn't do A, B, C, D, no entry, right? So whether that's closures above or below structure, closures above or below an EMA, a moving average, maybe a cross on a moving average, maybe you want to see liquidity grabs, maybe you want to see us retest some type of structure, maybe you like order blocks, or you like institutional candles, whatever it is that you need to see. Maybe you need to see a sweep of liquidity before you enter a trade, right? But whatever those things are, check them off. If everything's checked, then you enter. If everything's not checked, no entry, right? It's just straight discipline. That's it. Now, if you're saying that you're missing moves, I don't know if you're distracted while you're trading, but we definitely don't want to be distracted while we're trading. We want our full attention to be on the markets, right? Treat it like a full-time job, and it can become a full-time job, right? So yeah, definitely eliminate distractions near you. If for some reason you having bad luck where you got up, you went to the bathroom and it happened, it's okay. It happens. You know, maybe it's just testing your patience. But I will tell you, just wait for your setup. You know, sometimes we miss them. We're not perfect. This is the wrong career to get into, or even side money to get into, if you are a perfectionist. Because nothing about this is perfect, I promise you. You're going to mess up. And even when you're profitable, you're still going to miss setups. When you're profitable, you're still going to lose trades. You are still going to have ups and downs. So I would just say accept it. Accept that is a part of this, and you'll be fine. He said your strength is swing trading and hold it for higher moves. Nice. Most prop firm rules don't let you hold futures overnight. I see what you're saying. I think you can with Top Step. As long as you have a stop loss on your chart and you have a take profit there, you should be good to go. But if you're talking about like swing trading it for days or for over a week, then yeah, that's not day trading, and prop firms are for day traders. So at that point, if you just are a swing trader in general, then you should probably just stick to swing trading in a personal account, because that would be way different than day trading. So yeah, that's what I would do. If you have any other questions for me, feel free to fill out the form again. I'll be more than happy to help you out there. But yeah, that's what I would say. Okay, chat. Oh, there you are. Work in a lab. Performance qualification samples usually $2.99 per set. Usually sets like 1,000 and up. Wow. Look at that. Thank you, Price, for saying that, Price. Wow. So usually wow, that's a big sample size, 299. Now see, if everybody here had 299 examples of their setup, I guarantee you they all be making some type of money. Once I just came online, did you take any trades today? I just took a small sell and lost $40. That was it. Yeah, that's all she wrote today. When the pullback happens, of course. Oh, but I think looking at it, I took it a little too late, because if I took it one candle earlier, would have got at least 50 points out of it. 58 points to be exact. But yeah, thank you for saying that, Price. Yeah, sample sizes, a lot of people tell me, oh, I've been trading for years and all this other stuff. No, I back test. But when you back test, I'm just going to go to a random spot on my chart. I'm going to show you guys. When you back test, right? I'm just going to take this for an example. I'm just going to put a random sample up here. Let's just say this was your setup. And I don't know, maybe there was a zone over here that you liked. I don't know. I'm just giving you an example. Here, you should have labels and text. It should be blah, blah, blah here. I like this right here, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, maybe it was below the moving average. Write a note here, blah, 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 below the EMA. It should look like that. Your full sample size should have notes. It should have where the best stop loss was, where your take profit was. If you think there's somewhere over here where you could have took maybe partials, write that down too. It should be filled with notes, your entire sample size, notes, and all the confluences you wanted to see. And from then on, you're going to look at, you're going to take a picture of this, boom, 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 snapshot. And you're going to look at it from the 1 hour time frame, the 4 hour time frame, the 15. You're going to look at it on all time frames. You're going to really get to know, what does this move look like on the 1 hour? What does it look like on the 5 minute? Right? To be able to see that move on the 1 hour and the 5 minute, you're training your brain to see it all types of ways. Okay? Then by the time you're done doing that, it probably took you 15 to 20 minutes, because remember, you're studying, right? You guys, think about when you went to school. You didn't just look at something one time and, okay, let me take an exam. I'm ready to be a professional. No. You think your doctor did that? Do you want your doctor to read one word out of a book and then go tell you what to do with your life? No. They need to study their exams, right? So you should be studying your sample size. It should take you a good 15 to 20 minutes, sometimes even 30 minutes, to study that one sample size. That's true studying. Then move on, find another sample size. Now move on, find number 2. You should have a good 20. Everybody, that's your homework this weekend. Find 25 of these. 25. Same thing over and over and over and over. Consistency, consistency, consistency. I guarantee you, you will walk into here Monday morning feeling so confident, but it's only a sample size of 25. I need you guys to get a sample size of 100, right? Now think about that. Think about all that time and work that goes into that, right? I promise you, by the time you get there, you're going to see money. You're going to be like, damn, I should have did this months ago. You have to study, guys. It's not overnight. But it could be over the next 2 weeks if you just get your sample sizes. I promise you. That's how quickly you can go from losing money to making money. Honestly, one good study session can change your life in trading. You know, you'll have that good study session where you're like, oh my God, it all clicked. Okay, speaking of, let's take a pause. Okay. Yeah, we are continuing down here. About 20 minutes into this hourly candle. I'm looking at on the 15-minute, we did kind of match this high. It is looking like a possible continuation. It does. And then on the 5-minute, I like now we have a little bit of a liquidity grab here. We were ranging. And now we just closed under this structure. I do like that. I don't like these lows. But I do like this liquidity grab. I like this 5-minute closure. We're still kind of trending under that moving average there. I did have one more target for here for sells. But maybe I'll take a little risk. Or 70 points. 70 points ain't bad. Yeah. So I'll put my stop loss up here. And see if we can get a little follow through here for a little bit of a continuation, right? So notice how I can talk to you guys, and I'm, that whole time I was still paying attention to the charts, guys, but I've been doing this for a long time. But like I said, guys, feel free, you guys can keep filling out the form, even if you filled it out already, if you had another question or you wanted to, like I said, if you want to submit screenshots, those are very helpful. If you need help identifying things in your setup, feel free to send screenshots in the Discord. Say, hey, Lynn, I don't know how to identify stuff in the setup. Can you help me? Or I don't know why I lost this setup. I put my stop loss here. What's the best stop loss in this particular setup? Like, you guys can ask anything, just giving you some ideas. Let's put this on. Just giving you some ideas. Looking to see if we can just get a continuation flush down to my next key level here at 826. We are in the 90s. So I know I'm looking for something big, looking for us to come down to the 20s. So about 70 points, like I said. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed some chats. Do you consider TradeZilla back testing or forward testing? I never used it. Yeah, the only thing I've used is Tradingviews, and I pay for the essential plan. And fun fact for you guys, the reason why I keep paying for it is because it made me profitable. It took me from losing trades to finally getting a strategy. Even when I need to adjust or adapt my strategy, it's made me profitable. So yeah, I use the essential plan on TradingViews. What is it, like $15 a month or like $16 a month? And I use their back testing. Yep, that's what I did. So for an example, they have this thing here called bar replay. So let me go on a higher time frame. So I can go back in time, and what I would do is on the weekend, I go back in time and I'll say, okay, let me look at Monday. And now I can see, what did it look like before everything happened? Right? And you can get really can get really picky with it. Let me see. You can go back here, right? You can say, okay, I like that fall. Let me back test. What did this look like here? And you can stick here and you can go on different time frames and see what it looked like at that time, which is pretty cool. You know, see, but it's still at the same time. See, it's still the same candle, but on different time frames. And then you can play it out like that. So yeah, that's what I did. Oh my goodness, another liquidity grab. They are killing me here. We got about 4 minutes left on this 15-minute candle. 4 minutes to go. Hopefully we didn't get caught up in this range here, but it's all good though. Nice small sizes. Had a pretty big trading day yesterday, so I don't mind. Either way, I don't mind because I trade small sizes, and that's really my strategy, right? I can easily get these $1,000 days, $2,000 days. And if I have a losing day, you'll notice it may be minus 200 on a day, minus 300 on a day, right? Because my risk management, I risk really small and I try to go for high reward, right? I'll add to these positions as I see it go in my favor. And when I add to these positions, usually I may move my stop loss to break even. So then it turns into either I make nothing or I make a big amount, right? But I'll start off the trade with 1 micro, right? So that way if I lose, okay, you only lose 169. Versus if I started off with 5 micros, oh, let's do the math. 5 times 169. If I started off this entry with 5 micros, my risk would be 845 on this trade, right? But instead of me doing that, instead of me risking 845, I'm just going to risk 169. If it goes in my favor and then I'm able to move stops to break even, then I could put 5 micros on and I can risk 0. See what I'm saying? Get what I'm saying, chat? So you don't always have to enter a position with a big risk. You can literally enter a 1 micro, see how it goes. Starts going in your favor. Okay, cool. I'm gonna add to this and reduce my stops, right? Reduce my risk. That's kind of how I approach risk. So like I said, that's why you guys see me have big days, but losing days are very, very small. And that's the name of the game, right? You want to win more than what you lose, right? Okay, we got another form here. Britt, aka Barnold, what's up? Trade futures. Pass the challenge, never reach the payout. I have great numbers on trade seller. Oh, what happened? I have great numbers on trade seller back testing, but I struggle with prop firm. How many trades would you recommend testing for scaling? Yeah, so 100 sample size is what you should have before you're trading any strategy. Literally 100 sample size. That's why I tell you guys, do 25 and then do 25 another day. Then you'll be at 50. 50, like I said, by the time you get 50 sample size, you're gonna feel, I'm telling you, you're gonna feel very confident. Because you're gonna have a really, really good idea. But don't fear, that's half of the work. You gotta get at least 100. You have to. You have to. You have to get at least 100. Because by that time you would have seen the trade set up in different type of market conditions, different type of volume. You would have seen it, how do I say, sometimes setups that you have, it'll have a similar setup that looks similar, but it plays out the same way. So, you know, perhaps maybe that's something you discover. You'll discover things the bigger your sample size gets. And it'll make you feel more confident because By the end of your sample size, you'll be like, oh my God, I saw this 20 times. I know what's going to happen here. That's where you get the confidence from. So it's really just putting in that work and getting that sample size. Now this here, this isn't typical for me. This is just seeing if this continues down, right? But we've done nothing but pull up here. It closes in 10 seconds. Looks like we keep bouncing off of this area here. Not exactly ideal. It's almost looking like a double bounce. Don't like that at all. But what the heck type of 15-minute candle is this? Not good, not good. Almost looks like a 3-bar reversal here too. Two times I tried to take some sells today. Market said, nah, no sells for you, right? It's all good though. Looks like DB on a 5-minute. I have no idea what DB is. What up, y'all? Just got off of work. Marco, what's up, Marco? Yeah, guys, you know, stuff like this, it's cool, you know, like, especially like with trading, you get more confident as you become more consistent. You know, you won't be scared to enter trades. You won't be scared to have a loss because you're doing so well. Like, it shouldn't affect you. If you're at a point where loss affects you, either you're risking too much money or you're probably on a losing streak. Anytime you get on a big losing streak, you say, okay, let me take a step back. Tomorrow, no trading. Let me back test. I mean, a big losing streak. Let's just say you've been losing all week or something like that. And you can say, okay, Friday, I don't know, let's say you lost Monday to Thursday. You don't want to have 5 red days in a row. And in fact, I'd even say 3 red days in a row. I would call a break and review those 3 days and see what could I have done to improve, type of thing, right? But if you just have 2 red days in a row, it can happen. 2 red days, but 3, now say, okay, the last 3 days, I really haven't been seeing it. What happened? Right? You should be giving yourself like a performance review in a sense, because you are the risk manager, you know? So like me being the risk manager of this account, I'm going to say, okay, this account is up a good 4,000 and change this week. Do I care if I lose $200? No, I don't. Okay, then the account will be up 3,800 this week, right? It's good risk management, you know, so that's why I don't mind taking a chance on this setup, because it's not going to hurt the account. It's not going to hurt my wins for the week, right? It's not going to hurt my performance for the week. I don't mind saying, okay, let me throw a micro on here and see if this continues. You know what I mean? But if you're not in profit for the week, or if you've been down and about on a losing streak, don't do that, right? Don't do that. You know, lock in, A+ setups only, handle risk accordingly, right? You know what I mean? It really just depends on how your performance is, you know? And the other reason why I risk low is because it's very easy to make it back too, in a sense. It's very, very easy to make it back. Now let's say I put 5 micros on that and I did risk $800. Well, it's not going to be too easy to make the 800 back on the next trade, right? You know what I mean? You have any tips on recognizing ranges for the day early on? So what I do is, let's say I enter this trade again right now, just because I lost. Usually it ranges what I used to do, I would find myself entering and entering and entering. Then I'd have to sit back and look at that red day and go, oh my goodness, all I was doing was entering during a range. Right? So a good thing you can do is take a 15-minute timeout and then take a look at it. You know, take a step away, take your eyes off the chart, come back, look at it, ask yourself, is this in a range? You know? But I mean this pretty much looks like we got a double bottom down here. We have this 3-bar reversal now. Here comes the buyers again. I want to see if they close above this moving average. We have not done that in quite a while. I'm actually interested to see if they do. Let's see. Let's see. But other than that, I mean, a range is pretty simple. The range is, right? They do say 3 touches. 3 touches on the line validate a line, right? So if you can, you know, draw like a parallel thing, if you have 3 touches or whatever way you draw it, or if you draw it horizontal, 3 touches does validate it. So this one, I kind of see 2 different kind of ranges, right? This one isn't so much confirmed to be a range because the top part we didn't really touch too many times, but I kind of looking at it from that perspective and this perspective up here. I'm kind of looking at like 2 of these together, you know? I wouldn't say that this whole thing is a range because we've only came up here one time, right? Down here you could say, okay, 2 touches. But up here, not really too many touches, right? So I wouldn't look at the whole thing as a range. I would just say in general, a smaller time frame or region. Oh, double bottom. Got you. DB double bottom. We'll see. I mean, this candle was just, I don't want to call it a made up candle, but a ridiculous piece of candle, chat. It's a piece of. Because what the hell was this? 65 points it came up, chat. My stop loss was here on the previous 15. Get this thing. I would say on the 15-minute range, you know, I think that's really clear in the 15-minute, but it is possible maybe my stop was a little too tight. It says 46 points higher. My goodness, don't tell me I needed to risk 113 points on this setup, because that is just ridiculous. On a small time frame? Come on. Come on. That's just ridiculous, though. Okay, let's what happened to our playlist. Go to the next playlist. We ran out of music, chat. On. Yeah, it looks like it could have been that my stop loss was a little too tight. We'll see. We'll see if it flushes here. That's so annoying, isn't it? Let's count it out. I said 113. My stop loss would have been 114. That was close. So you're telling me I need to risk 114 and we'd be back in the green right now if this trade was still open. Currently we'd be in the green. Perhaps I could kind of see how this was a tight stop loss, but it didn't seem too bad at the time. I mean, we were 70 points. My goodness. The volume in Nasdaq, man. Had to risk double, chat. 70 wasn't enough. Had to be 114. Not enough. It's all good. But we'll see what happens. It didn't flush yet, so we'll see. But you know, I'll evaluate trades as I go too. Sometimes I don't wait till, you know, the day goes by. If this flushes down to my level, then I can definitely confirm that I needed double the stop loss. I needed to risk 114, not 70 points. Chat, isn't it so crazy that we live in a world where on a lower time frame, 70 points isn't enough risk? It's not enough breathing room. 70 points, ladies and gentlemen. You know, back in the day, people would celebrate when they got a 70-point win. Now we're like, oh shoot, stop loss got to be way more than 70. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, something like this. Like I said, this is where I evaluate what I did, what can I do better, and I'll highlight these levels just to see what happens here. Crazy points, yo. Yeah, it's insane. I forgot I had tea. That no one reminded me I had tea. I gotta hold on. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I drunk that like there was no ginger in it, because holy, that ginger spice, man. It's good though, but it could be a little strong. I did make it a little strong. I drunk it like it was water. Anybody here drink ginger tea? Do you guys like ginger? It's good for you. Good for your body. Oh, Nasdaq, you shithole. Don't you do it. Don't you do it, you little shit. Don't you do it. Look at it, chat. Look at it. Don't you do it. Don't you flush. You better not. Because I'm be salty. Hell nah for ginger tea. What? It's good for your body, you know. It's one of the natural things we're actually supposed to have, you know. Yeah, you better not do it, Nasdaq. I'm telling you right now. Green tea tastes so bad. I've only had... There's only one green tea that I don't mind. The one from Panera. You guys know what is it called? Papaya something? I don't know how to say it. Papaya green tea? Or is it Auguste? I don't know. I have to look it up. I'm going off of memory. But whatever it is that Panera has, that green tea I like. But I've never liked any other green tea so far. Okay, chat. I may take another spin on this. I may take another try here. And let's see. Put my stop loss here for 78. Yeah, we're gonna try again. Going for this to be down here. But I may move it down just in case we flush heavy. Break evens 214. Let's see if I can add to this. I'm just looking at a different time frame for 1 second. All right, so let me delete these. I thought I saw, oh, there's something that I saw. Was it here? $43. Maybe I'm tripping. No. Let me grab a Fibonacci. I just want to see something with the Fibonacci. Yeah, 0.786. Fibonacci says 259. I got a level right below it here in the 40s. I just saw this for a second. So it kind of lines up in the Fibonacci. We shall see. We shall see. If I add to this, then I'm gonna move my stops. Let's see. Where would I move my stops? We don't need this no more. So I put my TP where that Fibonacci was. I like a few liquidity grabs in here. I'm trying to see where I would add to this. Possibly this 5 minute. For 66. That won't be too bad. So yeah, I may add to it, move my stop loss down here. 66, right? See. We'll see how it goes. See if it pulls up and then comes back down, then I'll add to it. But we have to break this support first. I'm gonna watch it on a 5 minute time frame, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, if we can break through these lows, I'll add to it. All right, now I'm risking 152. Let's see. Ginger tea is your favorite? Beautiful. Break through the lows. Come on, chat. We may need some encouragement. It don't seem like it wants to drop. It doesn't seem like it wants to drop, chat. We may need to hype it up or something. I don't know. Let's go ahead and hype it up. Come on, come on. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. We don't want to shake the room. We just want it to drop. Come on, chat. Let's get those likes up on stream. If you've been enjoying the stream, go ahead and click the like button. Subscribe. Turn on notifications. Right, 85. I'm gonna flush through 76. Can I get a flush through 76? Come on, come on. If we can flush through the 80s, we should have no problem coming down to these 20s. I mean, but we gotta flush through the 80s though. We gotta get through these 80s. It's almost like Nasdaq. The buyers are really, really holding this spot here. They are really holding it, chat. By the way, this was a failed 3-bar reversal here in the 5 minutes, so I know that must have messed somebody up too. Just no follow through on price action. Everybody who sees this 3-bar reversal, that's really tough. Whoever took buys here, because they ain't do nothing but follow price action as they were supposed to, and it failed. I have been noticing a lot of 3-bar reversals feeling Nasdaq during New York session a lot. That's pretty annoying. This should be up here at the high. So here we go here on the 15-minute. As we know, we did kind of dip these lows and then the buyers stepped in, but you know, what we want to see is we want to see those buyers fail. I want to see us to flush through this low we just made here at 77. Maybe add a sell stop of 2. We can get a flush through these lows. We'll add 2. And yeah, we shall do that. Let's get a calculator. Oh no, it'll be more than 66, right? How many points is that, chat? It'll be 51. It'll be 51 points. Okay, yeah, we're good. We'll just add 2 for a flush. And we wait here. Waiting patiently here, y'all. We still never took out this low over here, which is very interesting. Holy on the push up here. Delete this pending order here. Looks like we just keep finding buyers in these 90s and 80s, 90-80 area. Come on, buyers, get out the way. Get out the way. We zoom in here on the 1 minute. We kind of did nothing but range here in a sense. Not really liking that. Let's see, Chad. We do have another 5-minute candle to go. I mean, we keep closing under this moving average, so I really can't believe these buyers until it closes above the moving average. Then yeah, I'll believe them. But for now, it does seem like the sellers are able to hold every time these buyers step in. So we'll see what happens. We got about 15 seconds to go. We'll get a brand new 5-minute candle. Let's see what that candle does for us. All right, here we go. Brand new 5-minute candle. So another 3-bar reversal on the 5-minute here. After failing how many times? 3-bar reversal over here failed with an engulfing, mind you. 3-bar over here failed, and now they're making another one. Wow. That's why I'm interested in this, because it kind of feels like a buyer's trap. That's just how I feel about it, but kind of seem like they want it to trap buyers all day today, you know? That's just how I'm seeing it, just because we haven't closed above the moving average. My third time trying to get into a sell. Can't seem to get it done successfully just yet, but let's see if we can get the sell done. 3 try for the win, huh? You know, Chad, this is how our morning's going. We'll do a little recap for those just joining us. Thank you for subscribing. What's up? What's up? Hope you're having a wonderful day. So basically, New York session sold off during the opening. I usually wait till a little bit after the opening. Wait until after the opening. And we've done nothing after the opening but range. Try to get into some sells. Didn't work out. Third opportunity going for sells here. Again, keeping risk nice and low. 3 losses in, only down 200. I mean, not 3. 2 losses in. 2 losses in, only down 200. That's not too bad. Keeping risk nice and small today. Overall, doing very well this week. Had a big trading day yesterday, so I mean, I wish yesterday's markets we had every day, but hey. Not liking this. They seem to keep catching bids here on this support level. Where are the sellers at, man? The sellers, are they scared to? I know Nasdaq is supposed to be a bullish market, so people are probably like, let me not hop in. Yeah, not liking this again, guys. May check out Top Step. Let's see how. Be a little nosy. Wonder how their trader's been trading today. I mean, if you caught the sell during the open, you're good, but I've been doing nothing but kind of ranging after that.
The cabinet meeting is a step. The market is absolutely going to love that because we have more certainty. The game is removing uncertainty. And then, of course, PCE tomorrow, anything we get on GDP, but my eye is more on PCE. But all of that.
Yeah, I'm just going to be nosy. All right, what was that?
In this, down about 120.
See, Coach Ray's in the red for the day.
First resistance that we're at, right? This gray line.
Can't see his.
Inflation data that
30 wasn't earnings. It was just UBS saying.
Okay, here we go. The market open. Let's see how they did.
Top Step X. You heard him talking about levels. You heard him talking
Looks
about
like
in opening call
no
well.
trade.
Nope. Follow the process. I don't need to get chopped up. I don't need to get wicked out.
Oh, she took a buy.
It's good to sit on my hands.
Or he, I don't know whose chart, whoever's chart this is in a buy during that sell-off.
Longer trades.
I'm sure we know how.
But for now, I'm still interested in.
Oh, she took a buy too during the sell-off.
Just a memo of understanding.
Yes.
Looks like they cut their trades.
I might just get chopped up today, but
Okay, yeah, she's in the
sell
red.
for sell.
Yeah, they took buys during the sell-off. That's interesting.
Don't worry. Selling off now. Oh, how about that? The markets are giving up.
Yesterday was these.
Okay. That's interesting. What did they scalp a buy during the sell-off? It must have been... Oh, it could have been these wicks. They're on the 1 minute, or it could have been over here, maybe. All right, new 15-minute candle. Here we go. Brand new 15-minute. Can we get an old school candle flip play? So, ladies and gentlemen, candle flip is... I'll actually show you. So, a candle flip is when we close below structure and we have a bullish candle come up and close bullish. And then the next candle, which would be the candle flip, which would be this one, comes down and tricks everybody. It pushes past that low. It would have to reach this point to be called a flip. But yeah, that's why I said old school candle. I said old school because I haven't seen it in a little while, but old school candle flip play. Gold is pretty good at candle flips. I don't really see him too much on Nasdaq, but gold is your friend on the candle flip plays here. And we still closed below the moving average. So again, it's like, are the buyers strong or are they not strong? Because they can't seem to close above this moving average, which is why I decided to be on the sell side today. Okay, we're touching it now. But if this does close above the moving average, I'm definitely out of this, because that's going to tell me that the buyers are winning this fight, right? So I want to see how this candle closes. I don't want it to close above, right? As a seller, I don't want it to close above. But that's what I'm going to be paying attention to right now. We got a good 3 minutes to go on this candle. It's got quite some time to go either way here. Quite the time. It's still early in it. Let's see though. Who's here in the chat? We got to keep the chat going. The chat rate's at a 0. Let me get a 1 in the chat if you are here. Let me get a 1 in the chat if you are here. Don't forget to like the stream if you guys have been enjoying that stream today. If you are new, don't forget to subscribe, turn on those notifications. That way you won't miss a stream. I'm live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, y'all. There we go. The ones are pouring in. We got Chase, we got Wizzy, we got Shane, we got Don, we got Player, we got Yoquet. We got J6 NDR, what's up? Thuso, what's up? Tony. Ah, you're at work. What's up? Bree, still here. Chantel, hello, hello. Zombones. Oh, you changed your name. When did you change your name? Got 1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. 1 minute and 30 seconds. Like I said, as a seller, I do not want this to close above that moving average as a seller. That would completely go against my trade. So if it does close above that moving average, I'm out of this hole. If it doesn't close below the moving average, then I'm going to hold, because the buyers have not been able to close above there the entire day. So I am going to be patient. We do have 50 seconds left on this candle. Let's see what it does. I didn't. I don't know why it changed. Oh, you didn't change it. Oh. Maybe you have, do you have 2 accounts maybe? Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you so much. Hard to see your screen. Oh, the moving average, let me get my arrow, is this right here. This blue one. Here, I'll make it thicker. 10 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I won't click on it. Oh, we closed below. What? Okay. Alrighty. Alright, I just made it thicker. Can you see it now? So the seller stepped in there, as you can see. The seller said, nah, blocking your shot. Blocking your shot. I need one of those sound bites. I was like, and LeBron James. Just, y'all ever hear that sound bite? Blocked by James. Yeah, that one. Have you guys heard that one? Blocked by James. Was it enough though, is the question. Was it enough? Is it a 50-day moving average? No, it's a 20. 2020. So the 50-day, you probably use it. Well, I know people do use it while day trading, but it really is more for a higher time frame basis. 20 is more like day trading, like for the day. So yeah, so if we take a look at it, we have been under it for quite some time. Yes, we do keep touching it. Me, I wouldn't feel confident as a buyer unless we close above it. But if we keep closing below it, then I'm typically on the sell side. You know? Because as you can see, every time the buyers step in, they get blocked by James. I really need that soundbite, blocked by James. But like I said, if we do close above here, not good for me. I gotta give it to the buyers though. They had 3 fake out reversal candles, and for them to step in again, I mean that takes a lot of courage. That's why I wasn't trying to be no buyer, because we had 3 bar reversals that faked out to the top side. I just can't be a buyer, you know, not just yet. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's see. We do have about 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes. Can we get this to drop? Jeez. Come on. Will the music help? Can I get a drop in the chat? Come on. Need some encouragement. Let's see, 1 minute and 26 seconds. Buyers may have it this time, guys. We've got a minute left to go. If we close above, I am completely out of this if we close above. One minute to go, 60 seconds on the clock. But if we do close above this, because I do have to get off a stream very soon. I do believe that we may continue to buy up for the day if it does close above this. I think we're gonna see them take over for the day, and I don't know if it's gonna be a zombie rally. Hopefully not, but it's been a bit of a zombie down here. But you know, guys, this is why you trade with low risk, because on days like today, or maybe just not getting it right, it has no effect. You know, losing days should not have a big effect. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get out of there. So I'll close my trade and save myself a little bit of money. Not too much money, about 22 bucks I saved. But the fact that we just closed above here tells me that the buying power has definitely stepped in, and I do believe we're gonna see this travel up by the end of the day. So yeah, I'm out of there. So today, guys, today's a good example of keeping a low risk, and you know, 3 losses minus 370 is pretty small, right? It's pretty small. It's not bad. So you'd rather that than be down 1,000 or a couple thousand. You know what I mean? It's so much easier to make back that $300 than it is if you risked 500 per trade. You know, you should give yourself space to be able to lose a few. Not that you want to lose a few, but you know what I mean. Just pre-planning, just in case, right? As far as your risk goes, you know what I mean? Just realized live traders sound like sport analysts, low-key. Yeah, we are kind of like, I don't want to say ESPN announcers, but I guess like announcers. Great risk management, thank you. Yeah, 3K yesterday, minus 300 today. So within the last 2 days, up 2,700. It's not bad, right? It's not a big dent. Now, what I don't want to be is minus 1K today, because now that's losing a third of what I made yesterday, right? You don't want to do that, right? So now that we closed above, like I said, I would definitely be more of a buyer now. This thing may fly, and it may fly high. The longer we've ranged, usually the bigger the breakout, right? We've ranged for quite some time. This is an ugly color. Hold on. What the heck? You guys can't really see black, can you? I make it blue, maybe gray. Okay, we'll make it like that gray color. But yeah, we ranged here for a long time. Now we're breaking out of it, so you may see it go a little far. Turns out this area was pretty strong, huh? Remember this morning I was like, I don't really want to put this here, but it is here. I don't want to put it there, but it is here. And now that I'm looking at it, maybe it wasn't that area. Maybe it was this. This looks more like this was the area, actually. This does look like this was the area. Now let's look at it. From a perspective. So many liquidity grabs on both ends. Let me see it on the 1 minute. Let me turn all this off. This may pull back a bit and then fly high, right? Could do that. could see this anywhere between 48 and 60 points, maybe. Okay. I do have to go, guys. It's about that time. I step out. I will see everybody on Friday, though. So don't forget to turn on your post notifications. Come through for Friday. If you feel like you are not seeing it well today, it's all good. You can reflect on the day and take the rest of the trading day off. If you've been doing okay today, there may be some better setups in the afternoon. It looks like, what does it say, 9:40. From 9:40 to 12 for 3 hours straight, we had some bad price action. It was a bit of a range. They really held their patience for this one. Other than that, feel free to take the day off if you need to. But I'll see everybody on Friday. So thank you for coming to the streams. Don't forget to click that like button. And I will catch you later, everybody. All right. Don't forget to smile today. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Thank you so much. Manifesting to be sitting here, present, confident, seeing it, executing it. What the hell?
What was the reason? What was the reason?
So I think I'm gonna add to this position my stops to break even. Boom, boom, and boom. Day, come on, 1K. 690 with micros, and I'm gonna close that. Hose is mad, chat. Chat, hose is mad, chat.
Hose mad. Hose mad.
All right, chat. Close your eyes and sell. Here we go. Just don't even look at it, chat. Why would you put a stop loss on it? Are you crazy? Why would you use a stop loss? It can't get no better than this, chat. Oh my God, she's up $5,300. We're gonna close that trade. $5 grand live on stream.